It won't be this easy getting close to it. It won't be this... Oh my. Cunning. If only I had some... There's a brown tube inside, but why would I need one?
I need to know what happens next.
She seems very focused. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. I'd rather not disturb the little one. There's a brown tube inside, but why would I need one? I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. Now it's a case for the metal restorer. I professionally disassembled this town's landmark, an old set of armor, in a fit of passion. Note to self, make another appointment with the clinical psychologist.
Voila. There's a current again.
I'll just leave it like that. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain. If only I had another coat hanger. Hi.
Hey!
About the... What was the problem?
We have to fix the high voltage power cord in order. If you touch it, it will fry. We still have to reconnect. Anything else?
No.
Good. I'll try. Something?
It's glowing red.
There's a current again.
No, 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 Hans, that would be a really bad idea. Locked.
I've already made...
Time I dismiss my... This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. No. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
If only I had another coat hanger.
It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, Master.
Good morning.
Excuse...
Please excuse me. Good morning.
Morning.
About the...
Sure. What?
Do you have an idea what became of the Baron's cat?
After he had lost the mine, the cable car, and his wife, all that remained was a kitten. If you ask me, it was probably a bit too much for the poor creature.
I've heard enough.
Anything else?
I'll be...
Make your...
Locked. Truberbrook, County of Broken Landa, 1 kilometer, or 0.621371 miles. Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can. Brr, looks cold. You like this, don't you?
Claus?
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Could you tell me?
Don't bring up the...
So what's...
I used to own the cable car. And everything was taken. Those maniacs did the cable car.
Please, go on.
More and more outsiders came to town. What they were actually up to in the mine, no one knows for certain. But after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car all together in one go. Just think of it. This was my life's work. They closed down the mines, drove away the people, and turned a once flourishing community into a ghost town.
Who are these maniacs you're referring to?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of enterprises. Ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to nothing.
You ran a mining business?
Well, but yes, I am the Baron von Sulz, entrepreneur and mining engineer in the third generation, district mayor of Truberbrook Sulz and Truberbrook Düssel, assistant secretary to the municipal council, patron of Truberbrook and the arts, well known beyond the borders of this country.
What do you mean they destroyed everything?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers started pouring into town, driving visitors away with their gigantic machines.
These must have been difficult times for you.
I appreciate your concern.
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
The cable car, the cable car! What do you want with it? There's nothing worthwhile up there. Don't bother me with your mumbo-jumbo, will ya? My faithful cat Claus has abandoned me. That's all I can think of right now.
Please excuse... Nowhere to run from here, kitty. Oh, I think he passed out. Now I've got you. Is this by chance your cat, Claus?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you everything. My heritage, my stocks, my startups. Yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please take it.
Good job. The cable car is going.
Now that the cable car is fixed, we need something to replace the missing gondolas. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain. If only I hadn't... Hi.
Hey,
About the... Question?
we need the master key to get the cable car running. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else?
Yes. About... What was the problem?
We have to fix the high voltage power. If you touch it, it will fry. We still have to reconnect the loose ends. Anything else?
No thank...
Good. I'll try. Some.
This old generator is running at maximum... Wow. I wonder what that is. Good morning.
You have
Good morning.
Morning, Miss.
About the...
Sure.
What was it?
After he had lost, if you ask
I've heard enough.
anything.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house. Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
I'll be leaving.
Make yourself at home.
Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. Locked. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. The weather has brightened up. I'm not tired. She seems very focused.
I need to know what happened.
There's something funny about that clock. A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic. I don't want to take this with me. Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. Actually, it's quite a nice table. This crumbling socket looks much nicer without the cheesy armor on top. Now it's glowing green. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, mastermind. Hey, what's that look on your face, Professor? Hey. Hey.
I wonder what interest...
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer though. And just saying, the public transportation around here, Germany is a mess.
But then how did you get here?
Individual travel. By motorcycle, of course.
Why Truberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
Something about them seems a bit off, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
A while longer? In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Catalina and so on. Then, Canada, and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
I'm sure this will take us up the mountain. If only I had another coat hanger. I noticed a figure on one of the rocks. A hexagon. I can only speculate on its purpose. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff? There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Vertebra. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
About the cable.
Sure.
Would you wrap up the whole...
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. They are called Millennium Cooperative. A very dubious...
I've heard enough.
Anything else?
I'll be leaving.
Make your...
I'd rather not... Empty. Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit... Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry. The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Ah!
Man, you're some klutz. We'll meet on top. In case you manage to find a way. See ya!
Hello? Hello?
Fascinating.
Neck circumference 39 centimeters. Heart rate 66 steady. Generally neglected, yet overall stable condition. Vigilance decrement, patient somnolent. Reduced effect display. Skin pigmentation livid. Nutritional basic needs barely met. Muscular system recessive, possible myopathy. Barrel-shaped thorax, strongly noticeable funnel chest. Raisin-colored nodes on both sides of the mid-clavicular line in the fourth ICS. Marfan syndrome, arachnodactyly. Lower extremities atrophic. Enormous kyphosis. Extremities bilaterally impaired, reduced muscle tone. Weak monosynaptic reflex. Past finger-nose coherence test line without anomalies. Abdomen flexible, no hardening. Overly vibrant bowel noises. Brisk peristalsis. Reduced breathing sound, right-hand side, basal. Rattling sounds over both lungs. Split second heart tone. Severe nasal acromegaly. Carrot-shaped midfacial neoplasm. Creamy nasal secretion. Tongue drifting to the left. Dental state desolate. Pupils bilaterally round and medium wide. Sluggish reaction to light bilaterally. Sclera jaundiced, downbeat nystagmus. Corneac reflex bilaterally delayed. Neck circumference 39 centimeters. Hyperreflexia, mood agitated. Patient's condition unclear.
Where am I?
Patient has regained consciousness and appears responsive.
Excuse me, please. Did you tell me where I am?
Patient's orientation to person, space, time, and dimension remains unclear. I have to ask you a couple of questions. How are you feeling?
Ouch.
Who are you?
My name is Hans.
What are you doing here?
The original idea was to go on vacation.
Assuming you knew, where have you been born or assembled?
Last stop, Berlin, but I'm actually a US citizen from Woodinville, Washington.
Have you ever had a déjà vu?
Stop it.
Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
You are going to have an out-of-body experience in a moment, pal.
Interesting. Please remain prepared for further examinations.
Are you even listening to me?
I'm afraid we can't let you leave until we have verified your right to stay. It's for your own safety. Just knock the door loud and clearly when you feel able to undergo a few more experiments. I'll be there to pick you up. The patient's status remains unclear.
I'm feeling a little dizzy.
Dr. Römmler, please behave.
They took away all my cool gadgets and locked me up in this small room. I tried protesting, but to no avail. What have I gotten myself into? It definitely doesn't feel like a relaxing summer vacation so far.